Good day, y'all. Happy solar eclipse season. Happy Aries season. Hope you all have really been just taking some time to just rest and restore, feel, acknowledge the shifts, the changes, everything that is really happening for our greatest good. We do have so many aspects to Aries. We have so many planets in Aries right now, and it's uncomfortable because Mercury is already retrograde. We have the North Node, we have Chiron, so we're all moving in this direction of independence, but at the same time still feeling that wound of unworthiness or needing to hold on to things that no longer represent an identity that we align with or that we relate to. So really just wanted to check in and just do a different type of video. This is the energy that we've really been feeling since 2022, the end of 2022. And with this solar eclipse, the energy is just amplified 10 times more. And even though this is a solar eclipse, so it's a new moon on steroids, and usually with new moons, we're setting new intentions. But with eclipses, you really want to just focus most on what the universe is bringing into your life and what the universe is completely taking out. Instead of forcing your willpower, right? Which is so Aries. Aries wants to force their willpower on things to make things happen. But with this eclipse, specifically because Mercury is retrograde and we're dealing with Chiron, it's just like allow what needs to go so that the things that you actually really want to manifest can take shape as soon as we move into out of retrograde period, which will be really in May, right? So it's like spring has started, but this retrograde is like, but not yet. There are some things I need you to see. There are some things I need you to do. And then we can really put our foot on the gas and move forward. Another major theme for this eclipse is holding on to pain, like past pain that is no longer relevant. And because the veil is so thin, there could be things that you have had in your blind spot that you didn't even realize were playing such a major role in where you sabotage yourself from actually having the things that you want and from actually stepping into the person that you are, the purpose that you have. So this eclipse can feel very tiring. It can feel like you don't really have the energy or the bandwidth to do a lot of things. You don't really have the energy or the bandwidth to entertain things anymore because it's really no longer in alignment. And with this Aries energy, it's like we are literally starting over, right? Aries is the first sign. We're starting over. We're doing things differently. We're taking leadership and taking action in not a new area of our life, because this has been an area that we have always been on. This has been an area of our life that we've always been on and we've always wanted, but now we are actually letting go of what is no longer needed or necessary so that we can really step into that true power and that true essence and that willpower that we've always had. But with Chiron, we've just been fearful of it. We've been ashamed of it. And now it's like there's really no reason to be ashamed anymore. There's no reason to be ashamed and to take that fear and worry and to move with courage. Now, because Mars is in Pisces, right? And this is what I love about this eclipse energy. I'm so happy that even though we have all of these aspects in Aries, we still have Mars in Pisces. And Mars in Pisces is really telling us to do the spiritual internal cleansing that we need before we take action, right? Because Mars is the planet that rules Aries and it is about action. It is about conflict. It is about taking charge. With it being in Pisces, Pisces is a feminine sign. So it's all the internalization of that energy and really needing to transform internally, spiritually, you know, doing the deep shadow work, the healing internally, so that once Mars goes into Aries, because once Mars gets into Aries and Mercury stations direct, we're heading full throttle, full force in a brand new direction, in a brand new way. So you really have to take this downtime and be honest. Be honest with this Aries energy, be honest with this Chiron energy, and use Mars in Pisces to grieve, to heal, to deal, so that you can actually really move forward in this new direction. Now, another aspect that is very important is Venus has just entered Aries. And with Venus in Aries, it's that raw knowing of our self-worth. It's that raw honesty of what we value and that raw honesty of what we want for ourselves and not feeling guilty, right? Venus is naturally the ruler of Libra and Taurus. And when you're dealing with Libra and Taurus energy, it's this people-pleasing energy. But with Venus and Aries, it's like, I don't care about what other people want. I don't care about what other people need. It's what I want and what I need for myself right now. And with Mercury retrograde aspecting this Venus in Aries is really getting honest and really getting to the point of, what do you need to feel valued? What do you need to feel safe and seen? And taking care of those needs. Aries is very independent. So it's like, have you been taking care of those needs that you need for yourself? It's not up to other people to take care of those needs for you. It's up to you. And this Chiron, Venus, all the things is just really, it's really making this solar eclipse sad, but also a very exciting new beginning. The only thing that I can see that would make this eclipse really sad necessarily is the aspect that it's making to the south node of Libra, which inherently is the ending of relationships and the ending of the way you show up in relationship to yourself, or the way that you show up in relationship to other people, right? It is the final cord cutting, which is so opposite of a new moon. Usually for new moons, we are setting new intentions, but this solar eclipse is like, let the universe do its job of taking everything you need out, everything you don't need out, and solidifying the things that you do need so that you really can take force and things can really take shape as Mercury goes direct. Now, one final thing before I get out of here. In the same week of this eclipse, we also have Mars, the planet ruler of Aries, which is in the sign of Pisces, conjuncting Saturn, which is in Pisces. And I think this is beautiful. This is a beautiful opportunity to be reminded to slow down, especially if you're taking this eclipse energy as, okay, it's all Aries, I'm just gonna go full force, I'm gonna instill my willpower on things, I'm gonna take charge. No, this Mars Saturn conjunction is saying, be smart, be practical with how you act and how you move, right? Because being impulsive, right? If you're impulsive with this Mars energy, Saturn rules boundaries, restrictions, and setbacks, right? And karma. So if you become impulsive about your actions, Saturn is going to come in and throw something in your way of like, hold up, your will, right, which is Aries energy, your will power is not greater than the greater will. And sometimes we need to just pause and allow higher will, which is greater will, to lead us, and be patient. Be very patient. I would say this solar eclipse energy is about patience. It's about strategy, right? And it's about conserving your energy. Because we have Mercury retrograde and we have all of this Aries energy, really conserve your energy. and use that fire for what's really needed. So I hope you all have an amazing solar eclipse week. Even though this is happening on the 8th, like I usually mention in my videos, it's not necessarily when the planet stations. You're going to be feeling this all the way from the beginning of Aries season, once we had that Libra eclipse. And then you're also going to be feeling this for the majority of April, because it takes time for the energy to ride its way out, and especially because it's happening during Mercury retrograde, we got to wait till Mercury stations direct so we could really, you know, act on the things that we have noticed and recognized. So really take it easy this month of April, and I will see you all for my next video.